For a subject of environmental science, today we have to study different type of the pollution for a subject of environmental science, and topic we have to cover for chapter 2 environmental pollution. For this lecture we have to study only air pollution. There is a many types of the pollution are available in the air or atmosphere of our earth. Like as we have to consider for that the different type of the pollution is there. First is an water pollution, air pollution, noise pollution, solid or biomedical waste. It's also creating a one type of the pollution. That's all type of the pollution are available in the our atmosphere. Sometimes we have to creating a man-made hazard during completing our facilities. That's also considering in a one type of the pollution. For this lecture we have to study only air pollution. What is a pollution? How can we define the pollution? When harmful substance and climates of the environment is called as a pollution. કોઈ પણ એટમોસ્ફિયર છે એમાં તમે હાર્મફુલ ઇફેક્ટ જનરેટ કરો છો તો કોઈ નેગેટિવ ઇફેક્ટ જનરેટ કરો છો, દેટ્સ કોલ્ડ એઝ એ પોલ્યુશન. દેર ઇઝ નો એની પરફેક્ટ ડેફિનેશન. યુ હેવ ટુ સે many more word for an pollution. It is not a fixed for a single definition. It is a multiple definition for an pollution. It can be defined by any undesirable changes like as a physical, chemical, biological characteristics of any component of the environment which can causes a harm to life and property. That's also called as a pollution. કોઈ પણ એટમોસ્ફિયર છે અથવા તો કોઈ પણ પ્લેસ છે ત્યાં તમે અનડિઝાયરેબલ ચેન્જીસ કરો છો. મીન્સ નેચરલ ઇકોસિસ્ટમ આર વર્કિંગ ધેર એન્ડ વી હેવ ટુ ચેન્જીસ ધેટ ઓલ ટાઈપ ઓફ ધી સિસ્ટમ એન્ડ ઓલ ટાઈપ્સ ઓફ ધી રનિંગ સાયકલ like as a physical, chemical and biological changes we have to creating. That's also called as a types of the pollution. Sometimes you have to creating a harmful effect to our atmosphere. That's also called as a pollution. કોઈ પણ નેગેટિવ ઇફેક્ટ જનરેટ થઈ અથવા તો સિસ્ટમ છે એન્વાયરમેન્ટલની અથવા તો એન્વાયરમેન્ટલની જે સાયકલ રનિંગ છે એમાં તમે કોઈ પણ ચેન્જીસ જનરેટ કરો છો, દેટ્સ કોલ્ડ એઝ એ પોલ્યુશન. પોલ્યુશનનો મિનિંગ એવું નથી કે વી હેવ ટુ ક્રિએટિંગ એ હાયર લેવલ સ્મોક, ડર્ટી વોટર, ડર્ટી સોઇલ, ક્રિએટિંગ એ muddy effect in our soil. That's called as a pollution. Not that's not enough. You have to creating a many more type of the pollution. Sometimes you have to changing a chemical structure of our air. That's also called as a air pollution. Like as a perfect gas NO2 and SO2. We have to changing is a property from NO and SO. That's also called as a one type of the pollution. Like consider in a air pollution. One more example I am giving you. If we have to creating a more and more CO2 in our environment, that's also called as a air pollution. That is a considering in a air pollution parts. Types of air pollution. How many types of the pollution are available in our atmosphere or earth? First is an air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution, thermal pollution, soil, marine and nuclear pollution. Air pollution means we have to considering only and only our atmospheric air. That's considered in a air pollution. Water pollution, that's we have to considering all water, sea level water and drinking water. Noise pollution means we have to creating a heavy noise, referral dB, decimal points. If noise are measurement in a dB. If you have to creating a higher level sound noise, that's called a noise pollution. Thermal pollution, we have to creating a over critical temperature in our industrial level and it's increasing the atmospheric temperature. That's called as a thermal pollution. Soil pollution, we have to creating a muddy effect, chemical reaction in our first lithosphere layer in earth. That's also called as a soil pollution. Marine pollution, we have to mix. We have to creating a live and non-live body working on our soil. and thus are creating a bacterial and viral infection, thus considering in a marine pollution. Nuclear pollution we have to use for produce a electricity by using of uranium and thorium for an presence of hydrogen bomb bombarding on nuclear and thorium, that's are creating a pollution is called as a nuclear pollution. What is our atmosphere? Atmosphere is the life blanket of earth. અર્થ છે એના ઉપરનું એક લેયર આપેલું છે તેને આપણે એટમોસ્ફિયરમાં કન્સિડર કે જસ્ટ યુ ટુ કન્સિડરિંગ લાઈક એઝ એ બ્લેન્કેટ. there is a type of the atmosphere given is a first the this yellow portion are called as a earth, then after the 0 to 8 kilometer that's called as a troposphere, and above then there is stratosphere, and above then called as a mesosphere, and last is a thermosphere. The kilometer range are given for this layer. First layer is more than 80 kilometer are thermosphere. This is the part of atmosphere in our earth. We have to only considering in a troposphere, that's we have to creating our pollution means 0 to 8 kilometer. After 8 to 50 kilometer how this atmosphere is not fulfill our requirement because of there is a low dense air and low level of the oxygen. So most of the pollution are created from considering earth to 8 kilometer upside, that's atmosphere we have to creating pollution. What is an air? Air is a supply of with oxygen which is the essential for our body to live. Air શું છે? Number of gases available in the air. Maximum we have to require oxygen to live in the earth for an all types of the live body, not creating for an human are not getting an oxygen and gets live. It is a required for all live body means all types of the animal, all types of the human, all types of the fish, all are getting a oxygen from the atmosphere. Air is a mixture of oxygen, nitrogen, water vapor, carbon dioxide and inert gases, means different type of the gases are available here. The list of given is there here. The human activity can release the substance into the air, some of which can causes the problem humans, plants and animals. Natural composition gas is there here. First considering maximum content of the nitrogen in our air, like as a 78% nitrogen in our atmosphere. Then after the next level of the gases is oxygen. 21% oxygen available in our total atmosphere. Argon is a 0.9. Carbon dioxide is 0.035%, and other gases is a 0.065%, and that's the way to considering neon, helium, krypton, hydrogen, xenon, ozone and radon. That's up the gases are available in our atmosphere. Also some of the water vapor available is there, that's we have to call as a cloud. વાદળો જે પણ વાદળ છે એ છે વોટરની વેપર, જે વેપર ફરતી હોય છે અને એક ટાઈમ હોય છે કે એ ટાઈમમાં એક કન્ડેન્સ થશે. કન્ડેન્સ મીન્સ ઇટ્સ કન્વર્ટ ઇન એ low temperaturized vapor and convert from vapor to liquid form, that's we have to call as a rain. એ વેપર છે એ લિક્વિડમાં કન્વર્ટ થવાનું સ્ટાર્ટ કરશે. the process between vapor to liquid that's called as a condense process, condensation. તો એ ત્યાંથી ટ્રાન્સફર થશે અને વેપર ફોર્મમાંથી લિક્વિડ ફોર્મમાં જનરેટ કરશે, મીન્સ એક વોટર ડ્રોપલેટ જનરેટ કરશે. ઇફ ધ ટેમ્પરેચર ઇઝ વેરી હાઈ goes to a down from the vapor to water, that's creating in ice formation. મીન્સ જો ટેમ્પરેચર છે વેપર ટુ લિક્વિડ વોટર એ વધારે ડાઉન જતું રહેશે તો એ આઈસમાં કન્વર્ટ થઈ જશે. દેટ્સ યુ હેવ ટુ કોલ એઝ એ સ્નોફોલ. એને આપણે સ્નોફોલ કહે છે. ઘણી વખત આપણે એને લોકલ લેંગ્વેજમાં કહીએ તો કરા પડે છે. તો ટેમ્પરેચર વધારે પડતું ડાઉન જતું રહેશે તો એ સોલિડ ફોર્મમાં કન્વર્ટ થાય. સોલિડ ફોર્મ મીન્સ આઈસ ફોર્મેશનમાં કન્વર્ટ થઈ જશે. ડેફિનેશન ઓફ એર પોલ્યુશન. an atmospheric condition in which the certain substance, including normal concentration in excess, are present in concentration which can causes the undesirable effect on man and his environment. That's called as an atmosphere. એટમોસ્ફિયર આપેલું છે એમાં કોઈ પણ પ્રકારના આપણે ચેન્જીસ કરીએ છીએ બાય કોન્સન્ટ્રેશન મીન્સ વી હેવ ટુ એડિંગ એ many more gases into the atmosphere, and it's a creating a harmful effect to live body, all types of the live body, man and environment. That's called as a atmosphere. Most of the gases are available for an air pollution. The main purpose are affected for NOx, SOx, CO and VOC. Right? Nitrogen, sulfur, carbon, that are the highly gases are affected to creating an air pollution. Another particle is their particular matter is like as a dust, smoke and flumes. Flume means incompleted combustion smokes. That's also called as a flumes. There is a no completed, it's a burning process. Incompleted burning process is creating a white smoke. Next is a radioactive 222 and iodine 131. There is also a radioactive particle and iodine particle available in our atmosphere that's creating an air pollution. Here this all are we have to show in image. That is a chimney. It's giving a out smoke from the working process or furnace chamber. Whenever the furnace chamber are not given complete combustion inside the working area, it's creating a too much smoking inside the chamber, and this smoke are carried out by the fan and exhausted by chimney in our atmosphere. That's creating a highly polluted gases like as NOx and SOx and CO. That are the highly polluted gases we have to directly release in our atmosphere. Not we have to filter or not we have to creating a give for completing combustion. That are very much creating a air pollution in our atmosphere. Just and I will give some suggestion for that. If we have to ignite these gases in the presence of oxygen, here the chimney is directly released to atmosphere, but we have to transfer this gas into another chamber and give the ignition in presence of oxygen. It convert NOx to NO2 and SOx to SO2 and CO convert into CO2, means it's convert in a perfect gases like as a non-polluted gas. So it's a decreasing pollution in our atmosphere, but many more industries are not creating this type of the process and directly release to atmosphere. Source of air pollution. Source of the air pollution, they are classified into two parts: natural and man-made. Natural are also creating a air pollution, but that type of the air pollution are not very harmful to our atmosphere. And man-made air pollution created by ours, it's a very harmful. Naturally air pollution, water pollution and soil pollution થાય જ છે, એવું નથી કે નથી થતું, પણ એટલું harmful નથી compared to man-made. But it's on a lower level, and man-made pollution creating is a higher level. For a natural resources, polygon grains means જે કોઈ પણ વૃક્ષ છે, નાના છોડ છે, એની પરાગરજ કહીએ તો એ one types of the pollution create કરે છે, means it's a releasing a solid content in our open atmosphere. વોલેન્ટિક એક્યુપેશન મીન્સ જ્વાળામુખી છે, તો જ્વાળામુખીમાંથી પણ જે ગેસ રિલીઝ થયેલા છે એ ગેસ પણ એટમોસ્ફિયરને ઇફેક્ટ કરે છે, અથવા તો એરમાં નંબર ઓફ ડિફરન્ટ ટાઈપ ઓફ ધી પોલ્યુટેડ ગેસીસ રિલીઝ કરે છે, પણ that's are not working for 24/7. It's an occasionally work for our biologic. Then after the forest fire. Sometimes the forests are ignited by some human, and sometimes is ignited by the nature. Means it's creating a overcritical temperature and self ignition start. That's called as a forest fire. Sometimes we have to creating by man made. ઘણું સૂકું જંગલ હોય અને ત્યાં ટેમ્પરેચર મોર દેન 50 ડિગ્રી જતું રહેશે તો સેલ્ફ ઇગ્નાઇટ થઈ જશે. અને ઘણી વખત કોઈ મેન થ્રુ એને ઇગ્નાઇટ કરવામાં આવે છે. તો એ ફોરેસ્ટ ફાયર છે એ પણ એટમોસ્ફિયરમાં સ્મોક પ્રોડ્યુસ કરે છે અને જેના સ્મોકના લીધે દે આર ક્રિએટિંગ એન એર પોલ્યુશન. સોલ્ટી સ્પ્રે ફ્રોમ ઓશન. ઓશન વોટર આર એ highly salty content, and that's the salty content sometimes the creating an air pollution. Means the it's affecting to our human life. જે પણ દરિયાનું વોટર છે એમાં NaCl સોલ્ટનું પ્રમાણ વધારે છે. જ્યારે પણ સમર કન્ડિશનમાં ટોપ સરફેસનું લેવલ છે એ વોટરમાંથી વેપરમાં કન્વર્ટ થવાનું સ્ટાર્ટ કરશે. સમ ઓફ ધ NaCl કન્ટેન્ટ completely convert into the vapor form and goes to vapor particle in the our atmosphere. That's also creating our salty spray and also creating an air pollution. દરિયાની નજીક ઊભા રહ્યો તો આપણી સ્કિન છે સ્કિનમાં પણ ઘણા બધા ડિસીઝ જનરેટ કરે છે because there is a higher particle of the NaCl and our skin are not capable to absorb the NaCl particle directly from the atmosphere, so it's creating some disease. ડસ્ટ સ્ટ્રોમ. જે પણ વાવાઝોડું આવે છે બવંડર, તો એના લીધે પણ એર પોલ્યુશન થાય છે. બવંડરના લીધે શું થશે કે જે પણ એટમોસ્ફિયરની સોઇલ પરની ડસ્ટ છે એ ડસ્ટ એટમોસ્ફિયરમાં એડ થવાનું સ્ટાર્ટ કરશે. મેસ્ટ્રી લેન્ડ મીન્સ જે લેન્ડ આપેલી છે એમાં આપણે કહીએ તો સેમી લિક્વિડ ટાઈપ ઓફ ધી મડ. દેટ્સ ઓલ્સો આર કન્સિડરિંગ મેસ્ટ્રી લેન્ડ. બેક્ટેરિયા એન્ડ અધર માઇક્રો ઓર્ગેનિઝમ. તો બેક્ટેરિયાનું પણ મેક્સિમમ પાર્ટ છે, પ્લસ વાયરસનું પણ પાર્ટ છે, પ્લસ માઇક્રો ઓર્ગેનિઝમનો પણ પાર્ટ છે જે આ એર પોલ્યુશન ક્રિએટ કરે છે. photochemical reaction. Photochemical reaction means it's are not directly contacted to any chemical, but two chemical are mixed and creating a some polluted gases from that. That's called as a photochemical reaction. Simply I have to example H2SO4 highly sulfuric acid. એને કોઈ પણ એક સરફેસ ઉપર મૂકશો તો એ સરફેસનું કોરોઝન થવાનું સ્ટાર્ટ કરશે અને એમાંથી વ્હાઇટ સ્મોક જનરેટ થાય છે. That's also creating an air pollution due to the reaction of chemical from H2SO4 and any surface. That's are creating a corrosive of this part and creating a some smoke. That's called as a polluted gases, and this type of the polluted gas directly add into our atmosphere and creating an air pollution. Next is a source of air pollution is man-made source. જે આપણે હ્યુમન લાઈફ છે એની ફેસિલિટી રિક્વાયરમેન્ટ ફૂડ ચેન and any another sources we have to completing for our living life, and for this type of the facility we have to creating some air pollution in our atmosphere. For the main part of this the air pollution creating is industrial unit. Industrial unit are creating air pollution nearly by 60 to 65%. That are the part of industrial. Then after the thermal power plant also considering in a industrial unit. Thermal power plant is a one type of the industry are creating a electricity from the fossil fuel or any type of the fuel. Then after the automobile exhaust, all type of the vehicle are using a fossil fuel to running the engine, and then after the complete process it's rejecting some smoke to atmosphere by the silencer. That's a automobile exhaust are creating an air pollution. There is a also a considerable part in our atmosphere. Many more are vehicle are running in our earth, so it's creating a high level pollution. Fossil fuel burning also we have to considering in this automobile exhaust, and some of the fossil fuel are burning in use in a industrial unit. That's all point are considering in a industrial unit. They are creating a air pollution. એગ્રીકલ્ચર એક્ટિવિટી મીન્સ ઘણી બધી એગ્રીકલ્ચર એક્ટિવિટી એવી છે કે જ્યાંથી આપણે એર પોલ્યુશન જનરેટ કરે છે. સમ એક્ઝામ્પલ એમ કહ્યું ને, આપણે વિન્ટર સિઝનમાં ઘઉં છે, ઘઉં કમ્પ્લીટલી ફાઇનલ પ્રોડક્ટ ઉપર આવશે એટલે પછી આપણે શું કહે છે, આખા ખેતર છે એને ઇગ્નેટ કરી દે છે. મીન્સ જે પણ વેસ્ટ છે, સોલિડ વેસ્ટ, એને બહાર નીકાળવું એના કરતાં આપણે એને ઇગ્નેટ કરી દઈએ છીએ. That's are creating air pollution. Some of the agriculture unit are using the vehicle for its easy process. That's also creating an air pollution. Some agriculture food are destroyed by itself or destroyed by the liquid water. That's are creating sometimes of the bacterial and viral infection, also called as an air pollution. Then after the mining is the also a main part. It's a creating an air pollution. એમાંથી મેક્સિમમ સોલિડ ડસ્ટ એટમોસ્ફિયરમાં એડ થાય છે. આ જે ઉપરના આપેલા છે ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીયલ, થર્મલ, ઓટોમોબાઈલ, ફોસિલ ફ્યુલ બર્નિંગ એન્ડ એગ્રીકલ્ચર એક્ટિવિટી, દેટ્સ આર ગિવિંગ એ ડાયરેક્ટલી gases form to atmosphere, and mining give a solid part to atmosphere. It's creating a small microstructure dust from the mining and directly released to a atmosphere. That's creating an air pollution, but types in a solid type dust. The grain size for this dust is a very microstructure. Then after the aircraft creating a air pollution and plus noise pollution. There is a heavy sound from this propeller, and also it's use a heavily fuel to take off from the land. Nuclear explosion. Sometimes you have to using a nuclear for our safety factor, or sometimes you have to creating some experiment to a nuclear. That's also a nuclear explosion, and it's creating a air pollution. After the complete process of nuclear, it's creating a some type of the gases and release the atmosphere and creating an air pollution. Domestic burning of food. Domestic burning means ઘરે ચૂલો, ગામડામાં ઘણી જગ્યાએ ચૂલો છે એને સળગાવવામાં આવે છે અને એના ઉપરથી આપણે ફૂડને કુકિંગ કરીએ. That's also creating an air pollution. Domestic burning of food. We have to not giving a complete combustion in our cooking process, but we have to partially burning process, and it's creating a highly white smoke. Another pollution types we have to shown in our this image is the agriculture land, and this portion is a industrial area. For an agriculture land, some of the person are living is there, some of the animal is living there, some of the farming is there. Here is a portion is called as a rural area. This portion called as a city area, and this portion are called as a forest area. These three part are you to considering, and the another part are is called as a industrial area, and the main part is by using of fossil fuel is called as a motorcycle, truck and buses, car called as a vehicle types, or the all types of the vehicle. That's all are creating a pollution in our atmosphere. The source of emission of our air pollution. Industry percentage is 52%, but now in these days the industry percentage are covered 60% pollution are creating atmosphere. Then after the transportation, all type of the engine using a fossil fuel and give the exhaust from a silencer and creating pollution is 27%. Consumer and the commercial product creating 8% pollution in our atmosphere. Commercial and residential heating 1% cover, agriculture 10% and other 2%. That's all are creating a air pollution. Classification of air pollution. Air pollution may be particulate or gaseous form. The basic of the originality, they have to divide it as a primary pollutant and secondary pollutant. The primary pollutant we have to considering in a form of gas, and secondary pollutant we have to considering in a form of smoke, ozone, etc. Means the natural gases available in the atmosphere and we have to disturbing them. That's as a secondary pollutant. And primary pollutant we have to creating polluted gases. Here we have to creating polluted gases, and here the some of the gases available in the atmosphere, but we have to changing its chemical formula. That's called as a secondary. Here the criteria for pollutant, different type of the gases are creating pollution and what is its effect in our atmosphere. The nitrogen dioxide N2 air in oxidize, and NOx sum for NO, NO2 and other oxide of N. If you have to creating only NO2, there are not a polluted gas, but it's a convert its chemical structure NO2 to NO or NO3 or only for N, that are a polluted gases. Browsing gas and irritated the respiratory system and ઓર્ગેનેટ ફ્રોમ ધી કમ્બશન. કોઈ પણ કમ્બશન સિસ્ટમ થાય છે એ ઇનકમ્પ્લીટ કમ્બશન થશે તો એમાંથી NO અને NOx ગેસીસ પ્રોડ્યુસ થશે, બરાબર. પછી એ સોર્સ ક્યાંથી આવે છે? બર્નિંગ ફ્યુલ ઇન્ક્લુડિંગ પેટ્રોલ, ડીઝલ એન્ડ કોલ. મીન્સ fossil fuel we have to using and incomplete combustion occurs, that are creating a NO gases. Then after the ground level O3 ozone layer, ઓઝોન લેયર છે તો એ મેક્સિમમ સોર્સ ક્યાંથી આવે છે? વ્હીકલ એન્ડ ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રી આર ધ મેજર સોર્સ ટુ ડિસ્ટર્બિંગ અવર ઓઝોન લેયર. એનાથી શું થશે કે સનલાઇટ છે ડાયરેક્ટલી અર્થમાં એન્ટર થશે એન્ડ NOx પ્રેઝન્સ ઓફ હીટ, NOx છે એની પ્રેઝન્સમાં એ હીટ વધારે જનરેટ કરશે. મીન્સ અર્થ એટમોસ્ફિયરનું ટેમ્પરેચર છે એ ડે બાય ડે ઇન્ક્રીઝ થવાનું સ્ટાર્ટ કરશે. કાર્બન મોનોક્સાઇડ CO2 is reduce the bloody ability to carry O2. ઓક્સિજનની જે શરીરમાં ટ્રાન્સફર થતી હોય છે એને રિડ્યુસ કરશે. મોસ્ટલી એ થવા માટેના સોર્સ ઇઝ પ્રોડ્યુસ બાય ધ ઇનકમ્પ્લીટ બર્નિંગ ઓફ ધ કાર્બન બેઝ ફ્યુલ એન્ડ નેચરલ એન્ડ સિન્થેટિક પ્રોડક્ટ સચ લાઇક એઝ એ સિગરેટ. જે પણ નેચરલ પ્રોડક્ટ છે એનું ઇનકમ્પ્લીટ કમ્બશન અથવા તો ઇનકમ્પ્લીટ બર્નિંગ થશે ત્યારે એમાંથી કાર્બન મોનોક્સાઇડ પ્રોડ્યુસ થાય છે. Then after the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is not a polluted gas, but carbon monoxide is a polluted gas. Carbon dioxide means CO2 and carbon monoxide means CO. This is a principle of greenhouse effect. They are not polluting our atmosphere, but it's creating a greenhouse effect because of the CO2 nature is to absorb the heat from the atmosphere and transfer at the cold space. I mean, જેટલું પણ CO2 વધતો જશે એમ એટમોસ્ફિયરમાં હીટનું લેવલ વધતું જશે. ઇમિટેડ એઝ એ સચ હ્યુમન એક્ટિવિટી such as a burning of coal, oil and natural gases. But here the complete combustion occur from this burning process, that's creating a CO2. If the incomplete burning occurs, it's creating a carbon monoxide. Sulfur dioxide or that are creating a acid rain form when the fuel, coal, oil containing is ash burn and metal salting. કોઈ પણ ફ્યુલ છે જેમાં સલ્ફરના પાર્ટિકલ છે અને એને ઇગ્નાઇટ કરવામાં આવે છે ત્યારે એમાંથી સલ્ફર ડાયોક્સાઇડ પ્રોડ્યુસ થાય છે. અથવા તો જે મેટલ છે, મેટલ ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રી છે એમાં મેટલનું પોરિંગ થતું હોય છે, મેટલ રીસ્ટ્રક્ચર થતી હોય છે અથવા તો રીફોર્મ થતી હોય છે ત્યારે પણ એમાંથી એસિડ જનરેટ થતા હોય છે અને એ એસિડમાંથી સલ્ફર ડાયોક્સાઇડ પ્રોડ્યુસ થાય છે. ક્લોરોફ્લોરોકાર્બન CFC that are creating a ozone deflection. ઓઝોન લેયર છે એના સ્ટ્રક્ચરમાં ચેન્જ કરશે અને એ લેયરને ક્રેક કરી દેશે. ધ રિલીઝ ફ્રોમ ધ એર કન્ડિશનિંગ સિસ્ટમ એન્ડ રેફ્રિજરેશન સિસ્ટમ. મોસ્ટ ઓફ ધ એર કન્ડિશનિંગ એન્ડ રેફ્રિજરેશન સિસ્ટમ વર્કિંગ ફ્લુઇડ ઇઝ એ CFC gases, chlorofluorocarbon. It is a highly deflected to our ozone layer. But in now and present days, the CFC type of the gases we have to not using our air conditioning and refrigeration system. We have to using a eco-friendly gases types of R series gases. Then after the lead, causes learning disability in children, toxic to liver, kidney and blood forming organs. નાના બાળકોને ડિઝીઝ જનરેટ કરે છે, હાઈલી ટોક્સિક હોવાથી એ લીવર કિડની અને બ્લડમાં પણ પ્રોબ્લેમ કરે છે લીડ. ઇન present in petrol, diesel, lead battery, paint, hair dryer product. Most of the sources from this the lead availability petrol, diesel, there is some lead are available. Also we have to maximum use lead in our lead types battery. Some of the paints are add the content of lead to improving the shining of the paint. Hair dryer and that type of the product are also available as a lead content. Maximum lead available in our worldwide is a China. China are producing a maximum lead. So most of the battery are manufactured in a China because of there is a maximum source available at there. Some of the particular matter that's require PM 10 to 2.5, or some of the solid particle are available in our atmosphere. The parts per million is required 1 to 2.5. Effect of air pollution. What is the effect are generated in our air pollution and how it's harmful to all types of the living bodies. Human health that are directly affected. Present and condition, the average life of the human are day by day decreasing. Same the some of the wild animal, the average living life also are decreasing during the all types of the pollution are available in our atmosphere. They are also affected on animal, plant. Some of the trees are affected by the air pollution and it's not growing in a maximum level. So it's giving some disease and not grow more. Some of the material are affected from the air pollution, like as I am give example as a Fe. લોખંડને તમે એટમોસ્ફિયરમાં ઓપન રાખો, the air is highly polluted, the corrosion rate of the Fe is very high because of the presence of oxygen, water vapor and NaCl available in our atmosphere. The corrosion rate of the Fe are highly increasing. That's also creating a air pollution and effect on all types of the metal. Some of the environment are affected from the air pollution. Environment means that we have to considering all type of the living and non-living body cycle and our ecosystem that are also affected. That's are the effect of air pollution, and we have to discuss in a air pollution types, where is the pollution are created, what is the role of the air pollution and what is the affected, and different type of the gases, sources and its working. Okay, thank you.